A lot of people are really concerned about the random nature. A lot of people are really concerned about whether the stats are hidden or not. But on the other side, a lot of people are concerned about, stale, stagnant gameplay and ties and draws at the top.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
The Hero Wars Hero Wars Alliance influencer Discord shared with us today a new iteration of the talisman system. And for those of you that are not aware, talismans are some sort of addition that's being added to... No, I can't find it. Some sort of addition that's being added to the Hero Wars Alliance version of the game, the mobile version of the game. For those of you that have been around for a while, know that this has been iterated on 2 or 3 times already. We've had a couple of great conversations about it. Man, here we go. So the talisman update as of July 18th for Hero Wars Alliance, Hero Wars mobile players. We're back with the latest news and answers on talismans left from our previous discussions. A big part of the reason why this document exists is because we didn't feel like the previous pieces of feedback from the community, my community, Tim's community, the Hero Wars mobile Discord, unofficial Hero Wars mobile Discord community, all of those, they weren't being heard. They weren't being answered, right? And worth mentioning that everything is still a work in progress. So you can see here in the fight screen, we take a little zoom in. This is one of the proposed changes. So you can see that you can tell at what level the heroes have their talisman ranked up to. It ranks up to 60. Level 60 is a max. And you can see on the defending team up there and the attacking team, you can see, you can compare, you can see that Astaroth has 40, Galahad has 60. Maya and Sebastian and Cleaver here, we can't quite make out what Maya and Sebastian have, if they have anything. But yeah, so we can kind of see on some level how strong the enemy team is. All right, so here's the question. Here's where the feedback from you guys comes in. Obviously, I'm going to split this out into a separate video, and you guys can please leave your comments there. You can leave them here as well if you'd like. I am curious if you guys think it is a good idea to add stats that you can see from your opponent, or if it's a good idea to leave the stats hidden so that it makes it a little bit more like, is it max testing versus max testing? And is there Galahad leveled up or not? That kind of thing. That's kind of the first thing. All right, so then you have the hero selection window with talismans. This is just another how it looks. You can see that the primary stat row or column, I should say, and then the next 3 stats to get unlocked. Yeah. Window displaying all talismans on yours and opposing team with stats. Okay. So you can actually see how leveled up the enemy talisman is. We've addressed some other concerns. It seems that random characteristics will make guild wars and global championships more difficult. As more tests of different combinations we need, there's such a possibility, but we believe that we will be able to enrich the current game system, combat system after the end of the season. We will also definitely conduct a survey to find out what situation players may have experienced, and if there are any issues, we will consider different possibilities. So this is that argument. This is that argument that, that players are spending too much time testing fights for guild wars and global championships, and a random stat system like this would lead to less time potentially spent training and also less draw outcomes. There's a lot of draw outcomes at the highest levels. How hard will it be to upgrade talismans? It will be 8 times easier to upgrade a talisman to the highest level than it is to upgrade 1 skin to the maximum. Okay, so fairly simple, fairly straightforward. 1 skin to max is about 55,000 skin stones. Put this in a little bit of perspective. 55,000-ish divided by 8 is, it would be like collecting a little less than 7,000 skin stones to level up the talisman. And obviously there's only 6 heroes out of the gate that have talismans. Take a look here. Got Galahad, Astaroth, Aurora, Nebula, Faceless, and Maya, and Sebastian too, apparently. Looks like we have more than the initial that we thought. That's okay. Wouldn't the feature be targeted at paying players, allowing them to dramatically pull ahead? Nope. All players will be able to get some interesting characteristics with the reroll option. The ability to get resources for talismans will be limited in the first event. So much like previous events, you cannot spend to get extra resources, or at least that's the idea, at least in the beginning, right? Very, very clear, at least in the first event. People threw a fit the first time we could buy dungeon coins. But, it's okay. Talismans are needed primarily to diversify the gameplay and team building and are intended for all level 120 players, not exclusively for the paying audience. What is the main difference between talismans and skins? The most important and fundamental difference from skins: you do not need to upgrade all possible stat options. Apparently, you do need to upgrade all possible stat options on skins. Of course, we knew that. It's up to you to choose which parameters are important for your maxed up hero. Heroes will be played in battles much the same way. However, your subtle customization can become your signature style. Yep. We'd also like to know your opinion on what values for stat upgrades you think be optimal. P.S. We see a lot of questions about players from T1 guilds, and understand this is a very important issue. There will be definitely be a decision on it later. Since this situation is not specifically related to talismans, we will be able to answer questions. I'm not sure what that's referencing. And then finally, one last thing, the presented concept of the new mechanic is not final. It is still under development and may undergo major changes in the future. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section down below. You know, my job as an influencer in this Discord is to provide this content and then request feedback from my individual community. You cannot see strength, health, armor, etc., but you can see power level, color, and star level of your opponent. On web, not knowing opponent's pets can make it iffy to attack. Defense could be more of a joke if you know too many stats. See, that's what I kind of feel. I kind of feel like most of the stats are hidden already, right? I mean, you can look at a maxed hero, maxed team, and you can do the math and figure out if the team is maxed or not. And if the team isn't maxed, you can probably suss out which hero isn't maxed. I know that there's a little bit of detective work that's, you know, that comes with playing the game, experience of coming, you know, playing with the game. I don't know. A lot of people are really concerned about the random nature. A lot of people are really concerned about whether the stats are hidden or not. But on the other side, a lot of people are concerned about, you know, stagnant gameplay and ties and draws at the top. There are about 600 Royals League players in the game right now, and probably another 100 to 300 that are Royals League caliber players. And we are gathering feedback from them as well as from you all. I know there's going to be some overlap there. How many levels per talisman? It's 60, Zul. It's level 60. 60 levels. Yep.